Time to bring the bass back.
Mix is the beat of our culture. Your music.
I thank God for the opportunity to make music and for that music to be on a platform and people to come out and love.
Your stories.
It's gold for the Philippines.
The next generation of creators, artists, and filmmakers.
We bring you the latest and greatest impacting people from our community.
Spotlighting inspiring content from Generation Mix.
It's just a true honor to be able to do this, especially with all the great Filipino talent here.
Discover fresh artists first from around the world. Uniquely Filipino.
Step back three. He has got that.
Mix is the beat of our culture.
Hey guys, it's Sam with 2M's and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. Hello to everybody who's tuning in live here on our social media platforms. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and joining us here for today. I'm so excited to be here with all of you because we're going to be welcoming a singer-songwriter for today. And I'm very, very excited because he is in Manila to open for Callum Scott, who will be having a show tonight. And my dog is very, very excited for that. But I'm also very, very excited because he's going to be dropping an album very, very soon. So everybody, please welcome to MYXclusive, Mitch James. Woo!
Thank you for having me, Sam, and Sam's dog.
Yes, that's how excited. You know, that's the Filipino love. Even my dog is very excited that you're here. But welcome, Mitch. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be in the Philippines finally. It's been a long time coming, and all the fans here are so passionate and loving. So I'm very, very happy to be here.
Yes, we're so excited. It's very rare that I feel like if I'm talking to an international artist that they're calling me from the Philippines. So I love this. This is so great. So how's your stay so far? Like, how has it been? When did you actually get here, and how were you able to like do stuff while you've been here?
No, I haven't been able to do anything, to be honest, Sam. I got in at midnight last night. I went straight to bed. And I woke up and started to do some press. So, but my impressions of the Filipino people, though, have been amazing. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to see much so far, but the people have been amazing. So, yeah, next time I'm going to take a lot of time to go to the beaches. I've been told the beaches are amazing. So, might work on my tan. It's I'm a little bit white on my tour tan. So, I'm gonna have to work on that next time in the Philippines.
Yeah, I feel like my dog was like, yeah, you definitely have to go to the beaches.
Like, you're looking tasty, Mitch.
Yeah. No, but he's like, you have to go to the beaches. But, you know, anytime you want to come back to the Philippines, obviously would love to have you. We'd welcome you with the same love. But I'm happy that, you know, I know you have a very busy schedule, but you're here with us talking about life and music. So we're so excited that you're here. And good luck with the show later tonight as well. Being on tour, I can imagine, is like such a wild experience, especially after everything we've experienced during, you know, COVID and the pandemic. So how does it feel to finally be able to be back on tour? And you went on tour in Europe and even in Japan recently. So how's that been?
It's been amazing, to be honest. It's been a long time coming, as you said, with COVID holding everything up. Haven't been able to play really any shows for almost 2.5, 3 years. So yeah, to be back and being on the road and being with such an amazing team like Callum's team is such a pleasure and an honor. So I'm extremely grateful to be here, and to be in front of amazing fans like the Pinoy fans is great. So I'm so excited.
Yes, and we can't wait for the performance later tonight as well. So best of luck in the show. I know it's going to be amazing. Filipinos are some of the most passionate fans, and we love to sing. So you can expect.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. Yes, we're so ready to. And speaking of ready, we're also so ready for your album that you announced is going to be dropping very, very soon in November. So I know it's been quite the journey for you, especially with music and everything that you've been working on recently. And you actually came out with a new song, Motions, that also was inspired by the roller coaster ride of life. So can you tell us more about Motions and the story behind it?
Yeah, so I think the last 4 years since I released my first album have, like you said, been an absolute roller coaster. And you know, my family, my parents have been sick. I'd been a bit sick. I'd lost friends to cancer, to suicide, and COVID happened and my career went, as every artist's career did. It was put on hold, and it was just madness, to be honest. And it was the way I like to describe this song is it's about finding yourself after you've lost yourself. And yeah, it's been a crazy roller coaster ride. But I'm the type of person, and I've been informed that Filipinos are very similar. That I look for the silver lining and everything. So Emotions is virtually about finding the silver lining, no matter how challenging life can be.
Yeah, and I think that is a very Filipino thing. We love to look for the silver lining in anything. We are described as very resilient people,
Yeah.
despite going through a lot of stuff. So a lot of people, not just Filipinos, actually everywhere in the world, can definitely relate to that kind of feeling, especially with the past 2 years, so many things happening to all of us individually. And I can imagine for you too, being able to express all of that through the music too could have been overwhelming. I can also imagine, and difficult too at times. So could you tell us more about what was it like navigating through all of those things that happened during that period of time in your life and translating it into the music?
Yeah, I feel like music for me has always been therapy of sorts.
Mhm.
So it was more about just gathering all of my thoughts and putting them into a song, and trying to make it consumable and understandable for everyone. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's I think for me it's always been therapeutic, and that's never been a hard thing for me to put it into music. But I think with trying to summarize such a long period of time and so many ups and downs, it took a while to get it right. But I was very happy with how the song ended up.
Yeah, and I think there would be a lot of like reflection, obviously, like goes into it, and like a lot of self-reflection and self-awareness too, especially when you're kind of looking back at that time in your life. So would you say like there are new things you learned about yourself, maybe in the process of creating motions or even the album?
Oh, definitely,
Mhm.
definitely. There's I feel like this might sound a bit weird, but I feel
Mhm.
like the main thing I've learned over the last few years and in making this album is like personal boundaries. Like I've always been trying to make everyone else happy in my life around me, and I found that I had to be a little bit selfish in a way to finally get this album done. It took me 4 years to get it done, and so I learned how to say no, and and say yes more to myself. And in that process, I managed to gather all my thoughts from the last 4 years and all of the ups and downs, and put them into this album that kind of summarizes everything. There's party songs and upbeat songs, there's
Mhm.
depressing breakup songs, there's love songs, there's songs about going through the motions. And yeah, it feels like it's just a big summary of what it's like from turning in from a young man to a man.
Mhm. I love that. Man. Yeah, that's a big transition, obviously.
It is
Yeah. Yeah. So how does it feel now that you're looking back, at all of these things that happened to you in the past as a man now? And
yeah.
like, how does it feel? Like, what advice would you give to you as a young man who's going through all of these things?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think
Mhm.
it's like we were talking about before, Sam. It's like just resilience. I think
Mhm.
you've always got to fight through to another day, and no matter what's going on, you just got to keep going. And I've always been able to do that. Sometimes I've struggled to do that, but I've always managed to keep going. And I think that's what I would tell my younger self, and that's what I would tell anyone really. Is to just keep going with whatever it is, and stick it out, and you'll get to a stage where it's the past. And now looking back at this album, I'm just very proud that I got it done. And I'm the type of person who always looks on to the next thing, but I am very happy and proud of the album.
Oh, that makes us so excited for the album. I know you went through a lot. Obviously, none of those things make sense, when they happen to us, obviously at that time. But when we
Exactly.
look back at them, everything makes sense and everything plays out for a certain reason. As cliche as it sounds, that's just really
I
how
agree with
life
you
is, right?
100%. Yes.
Yeah. And now we have the album for everybody to enjoy in November. And I think it is fittingly called Patience. Obviously, patience, like they say, is a virtue.
Yeah.
So how does it feel, Mitch, that in just a few weeks we actually get to hear the album? There's just a little bit of patience left for
Yes.
you and for everybody. So how does it feel? You're gonna be finally releasing it very, very soon.
Yeah, it's a bit surreal. It's a bit surreal, Sam. I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time, and so much work and failure and everything has been in the mix for so long that it's just surreal. And I just hope that it gets the time of day that I believe it should. And if it does, then I'm a happy man. So I'm just very proud, and it feels like my child is finally being born.
I love that. Yes. And it's going to be amazing. We're going to love it so much. Obviously, from Motions alone, we already know that it's going to be an amazing album. And yeah, like I said, Patience, I think, is such a great way to put the album, like the
Yeah.
song, I mean, the title itself. Like I said, patience is a virtue. So for you, Mitch, do you have like a secret when it comes to patience? Obviously, it is a conscious effort. So to you, like, how do you practice patience? What's that like for you?
So I think the funny thing about it is I've always been the most impatient person, and so when I first was thinking I was going to release this album, it was 2 years ago, and I was like, yeah, patience, yeah, of course, I've been so patient, blah blah blah, and then I think life has shown me patience, and it's shown me how to be patient, and just through experience and failure, like I said, and wanting something so bad but not being able to get it. I think maybe in the last year or so I've been able to flick the switch and and really appreciate patience for what it is and just let life unfold. And it's been a like you say, it's a conscious effort, and it really is a learned skill for me. So I'm getting better at it. It's a work in progress, but yeah, I would like to consider myself okay at patience now.
Yes, and props to you. Obviously, it's really hard to be patient, obviously, but going through everything and trying to make sense of everything, I can imagine that it is really something that we all have to practice in our
Yeah,
lives. And like we said, it's a conscious effort, you guys. So we just have to be a little bit more patient, of course, with the album dropping November 4, very,
yeah.
very soon, actually, just a couple of weeks from now.
No,
So we
crazy.
have yeah, I mean, I can imagine like when it finally drops, it's gonna be such an amazing moment. So till then, let's all listen to all of Mitch James' music that's available right now, available on your favorite digital streaming platforms. But tonight also, he'll be joining Callum Scott for the show here in Manila. So what can everybody expect coming from the show tonight? I know you're very, very excited as well to see all of your Filipino fans.
Yes, no, I'm so excited to see my Filipino fans. It's been too long, and I cannot wait to hear some voices in the crowd. What they can expect from me is it's just me and my guitar this time, no band, but I'll just get up there and put my soul out there for everyone to judge, I guess. But yeah, just a lot of honest songs, and yeah, just me bearing my soul up there, and hoping that it connects with my Filipino people. And honestly, Callum's show is incredible as well. He brings the energy, and he's such an amazing role model for so many young people. And it's an honor to be on this tour with him, and get to share a stage with such an amazing human being. And yeah, I guess what they can expect from me is passion. I'm so passionate about what I do, and I love it. So I'm sure you'll be able to see it all over my face. And yeah, I'm just very excited. And like I said, my Filipino fans have always been some of the most vocal fans in the world. So I'm very excited, and I cannot wait to get out there at the New Frontier Theatre tonight.
Yay, we're so so excited. And I personally love like an intimate setup too, just you and your guitar, very
Great.
passionate singing. It's gonna be amazing. So to everybody tuning in, if you're going to the show, do enjoy, of course, and good luck, Mitch, on the set tonight as well. We hope that you get to enjoy the show and enjoy the rest of your stay here in the Philippines. But before I let you go, do you have a message to everybody who's tuning in and all of your Filipino fans?
Yes, salamat, 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 salamat. I am very, very grateful to be here. And yeah, it's too short of a visit, but I will be here very soon, hopefully to play my own shows. And if you guys love the album, I'm sure I will be taking much longer than a day in the Philippines, and I'll be going to all those Pinoy beaches and working on this tan. And I'm sure Sam's dog agrees.
Oh, he didn't bark this time, but I think he does.
I heard him in my head.
I love it. Yeah, he sent you like the wavelength. He's like,
Yeah,
I
telepathic.
approve.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. But we can't wait till you get to come back too. But we also can't wait for the show tonight. And we also cannot wait for November 4, which is when Patience is going to be dropping. So we're just going to have to practice a little bit of patience till then. Yeah, just a little bit more. But we got this, you guys. But thank you so much, Mitch, for joining us here today on Mix Today.
Thank you for having me, Sam. See you next time.
Thank you. Yes, and thank you as well to everybody who tuned in to this MYXclusive interview. Once again, this has been Sam with 2 M's and Mitch James. Thank you, everybody.